Yeah, and looks like we have actually arrived at the game here now. And we're already well into the match here with Pooh against KELIANBAO, and looks like we're still at 0-0, and what's happened here?
I know there's a lot of stuff that's gone down right now, and we're definitely gonna have to tune in a little bit later to figure out what's going on, because I do believe they'll still go throughout the match, because no matter what, the players have to play the matches. And it's sad that we're not able to catch what's going on at the moment, but if you're there and you're in person, it is what it is at that point. So whatever the result is going to be the exact same result. And right now, what we're seeing right now is Pooh absolutely devastating KELIANBAO. I really wish we caught the whole beginning of this match, because right now Pooh is in full control at the moment.
Yeah, look at this draft from Pooh. 0 LDs coming out to KELIANBAO's 3 and just absolutely decimating him here. This is yeah, incredible stuff.
Yeah, it definitely really is. We've got Yan Hong. That's the only amount of sustain that he has. But you know what? Pooh's doing away with that unit right away. We've got the Water Twin Angels. And this may have been a result of Water Twin Angels being such a strong unit. Pooh's going to be getting a round 1 victory. Hopefully we're going to get some highlights so we can kind of see how that match progressed to that point.
Yeah, Pooh is looking so dominant here. Those Water Twin Angels really placing a lot of value on those, and that Miles, obviously super fast and violent, gaining all that speed from its passive, just able to probably take turn 1 there and control the match right from the get-go.
Yep, exactly that. So we've got round number 2 coming. Hopefully we're going to catch it from the very beginning, because that was a crazy match to watch Pooh actually get a look like a very dominating victory in round number 1 up against KELIANBAO.
It did, yeah. He had, all his team was full HP, and the moment we got in the match, it was pretty much over. And it's just insane to even think about how someone could pull off something like that against KELIANBAO.
Yep, exactly that. Because I know Pooh is the crowd favorite right now over there. He's got home turf at the moment, but KELIANBAO is definitely the voted favorite right now, with Diligent already being knocked out. KELIANBAO is the next highest percentage up there for people's predictions and people's thoughts who will be taking or those big spots there. So that right now, I've given a ton of credit right now to Pooh, because he's up a game right now up against KELIANBAO.
Yeah, that is amazing stuff, and gotta give him a lot of credit for that, because again, using no LDs, I mean, it's not fully free to play, right? He's using nat 5s here, but very free to play friendly still, showcasing that you don't need to have all those premium monsters to be able to break into RTA and compete even at the highest level here.
Yep, exactly that. I mean, that showcases in the meta that we're dealing with today. You find yourself drafting 4 very specific units here, like Chandra, Vela, Cigar, Hagang. None of these are LD Nat 5s, and these are units that people are slamming down, people that are pre-banning, people are taking these units away from their opponents, because these are the things that gain that kind of traction. And I wish we can, be able to I'm sure we will be able to look at the highlights of that very first match there, because there was no LD Nat 5s over there. So we'll get to see what was showcased at that time. But Water Twin Angels being another one of those dominant units, just more of these non-LD Nat 5 units that are, in the meta, and they're really shaking things up here.
Yeah, and sounds like we're having some device issues with the players, and hopefully we'll be catching up with or getting in the next game here soon and catching it from the very beginning. I do believe that Pooh is still up 1 game at this point in time.
Yeah, I want to say that match will still stand. I know when we had that brief moment where we got to see the players, it looks like Pooh was struggling with something, but he was the victor anyways, so I'm not too sure it's going to matter too much, because I noticed that they had someone step over and start talking to Pooh in that moment. But like I said, he got the victory there over KELIANBAO. Unless KELIANBAO was just so chill that it just didn't matter, because the guy's sitting there like he's on a sofa, very, very comfortable there on stage.
Yeah, KELIANBAO, definitely not letting the nerves get to him or anything, even being down a point here. And looks like we're getting into the game 2 here now.
All right, so we are getting into game 2. Those are pre-bans from last time. So that Light, Ivor, and Gianna were the pre-bans in that very first match. If you were wondering why they weren't there briefly, it's because they were pre-bans. So new pre-bans getting locked in right here. As it stands, Pooh is up 1 game to KELIANBAO.
Yeah, KELIANBAO also adapting that same strategy as Diligent did, pre-banning the Gianna when Actually, I'm not sure Pooh had first pick last game, but presumably he has first pick last game, and we might be seeing KELIANBAO taking that Gianna first pick this game if he does have that first pick.
Yeah, so players letting this clock tick down right here, trying to figure out what they want to pre-ban. Hopefully there's no more issues here with any of the devices, because sometimes when you see that clock tick down, that might be the situation that we run into. But it looks like they know what they're banning. It's going to be the Chandra. It's going to be the Tian Lang getting banned out, who's getting into round number 2 with Pooh and KELIANBAO.
I am not sure Pooh even has a Tian Lang. I don't think I've seen him really drafting that unit, but KELIANBAO panning it out, and again, yeah, taking a page out of Diligence book here that didn't really work out for him, you know, but still first picking that Gianna.
Yeah, well, there's the Gianna being drafted by KELIANBAO on the right side of the field. Pooh on the left side, looking to respond after seeing this Gianna pick here. I want to say Water Twin Angels, bring it back, and there it is.
As well as the Okeanos that I know you love so much, and you know Okeanos has been putting out pretty good performance here today, and now KELIANBAO just answering that with more LDs of his own, picking out that Berghild.
Yep, Berghild, Ciara, these are some very strong units. Berghild offering just so many strips on both skills here, providing defense breaks and stuns to really synergize super well with setting up his Ciara here. So I do like KELIANBAO's draft. I'm a fan of everything that he's taken right now, but Pooh is just feeling so strong, and I feel like I love the Water Twin Angels so much that it's just such a consistent, powerful unit, and Pooh's got it in his draft already.
Oh, for sure, and he is, you know, not letting up again. He's just picking up the Oliver, the Miles. This Miles has been doing so much work for him too, you know. It's super tanky, super fast, there's so much damage because of that passive. And, you know, these Leos, I guess, have been the answer against that. And KELIANBAO wisely picks up a Leo. Paired up an Amduat here.
I know, the Amduat, so interesting coming from KELIANBAO to be drafting a unit like that. So Leo more than likely going to be catching a ban here in this situation right now. But let's see what this last picture from Pooh is going to be here.
Yeah, he does have plenty of resets coming with that. Oh my, is the Leo counter Rakan? Is it going
It's got to be a Leo counter. It has to be. That's crazy that we're seeing more Rakan. We talked about it earlier on. It's coming back here. It's got to be a Leo counter. Like, Leo gets let through. Rakan is going to be shaking things up here. Does that mean, like, a Gianna's getting banned out here? No way! So Leo gets banned out. He knew his Leo counter was going to be catching a ban here.
I'm not convinced that the Rakan's a Leo counter, because both times the Leo has been banned out. But maybe, you know, he's just so confident that it's the last pick it's getting banned out that, you know, the Leo just so much against this, you know, Miles that is so well ruined. And also we noticed that Pooh's Water Twin Angels is off will, so it is vulnerable to the Leo turn 1.
Yep, it definitely is. So let's see what happens with the Berghild. Berghild looking to set up some units. As we said before, it's going to be a perfect unit to set up some potential bomb damage from the Ciara.
Yeah, getting that nice strip and the pushback on the Okeanos, not letting him move, but the Oliver does outspeed the Gianna, failing to reset it though, however. And Ciara is looking to plant the bomb here and gain control of the match.
Yep, got a little bit of something there with the skill 2 from that Oliver here. Bomb has been placed on the Okeanos, and he has to detonate it. No stun is going to be landing on top of that Okeanos, but cycling a little bit of attack bar. I think the Berghild is going to have enough damage to drop that unit, and it is going to be dropping to the Amduat, so Pooh is going to be down a unit at the beginning of this match here.
Yeah, not looking great for Pooh. You know, I guess these oracles with the last pick Leo are like really countering his draft here. And, you know, KELIANBAO noticing that from the way Diligent played it against him and now applying it himself to perfection here.
Yeah, looking for some stuns, getting it on top of the Ciara and Gianna, but we've got Light Ivor trying to get some stuns herself, landing it on top of the Oliver, keeping this unit back here. Pooh definitely on the back foot right now because he's going to be missing another unit with a bomb, lands on top of that Miles, and I think that's probably going to be it for Pooh here.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it for Pooh, you know, down two units against 4. That Twin Angel damage, we know it does a lot of damage, but it is still not enough to take out the Gianna, and even if it did, I mean, Ciara just has the game at this point, you know. Gianna now just planting the bomb and getting that AoE stun and sealing the deal.
Yep, and there you have it. KELIANBAO with a round 2 victory, getting a point on the board for himself as well. It is 1-1 with Pooh and KELIANBAO.
Yeah, it is still anyone's match, you know, very close here. And I would really love to see, again, what happened in the game 1, and maybe game 3 will emulate that a little bit here.
Yeah, let's see if there's going to be a repeat of what briefly we saw was the draft. I believe a Veronica made it into the draft for KELIANBAO, I think I saw.
Yeah, I believe there's a Veronica and a Yan Hong at least on the side of KELIANBAO, and Pooh had a Water Twin Angel, Cardinal, and a Miles, so might be on the lookout for those units here.
Okay, so there's that Chandra, there's that Tian Lang. They are available to draft now as we get into round number 3. New pre-bans getting locked in right here.
Yeah, we'll see what they are going to be pre-banning. I believe it was a Burkill and a Gianna pre-ban in the first game, so the pre-bans are going to be the same as the game 1. And yeah, KELIANBAO really valuing that Gianna, you know, does not want to give it to Pooh at all.
No, not at all. So it's getting banned out here. It was something that he kept first picking and taking away from his opponent as well. So Water Twin Angels, man, the tried, the true, and it is such a good unit to be locking in.
Yeah, just no hesitation, you know, right away, just taking that Water Twin Angels. It's been working super well for him. Did lose that last game just now, but still, you know, trust that unit. And KELIANBAO responding with a Sierra and a presumably very fast Veronica.
Yeah, so there's the CR, there's the Veronica. Now, we knew we saw the Veronica on the KELIANBAO side of the field last time, and I don't know if the CR was there or not, but it's here right now, so we can't tell if this is the same draft as the first match, but we might be getting there. We'll see.
Oh, KELIANBAO taking a page out of Osada-san's book here, maybe, with the Leo and the Gio coming out, you know. Picking the Leo actually not as the last pick and taking it as a 3-4 pick. All right, I mean, is it a Leo counter? Please let us see it.
I know, I really want to see it as well, but I feel like you drop in 2 fire units here, and I feel like a Masha's not a terrible decision, but it looks like instead of Masha, we're going to be going with Connell, and we are dropping in 2 fire units.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just 2 fire units. I would even like to see maybe like a Helena, you know, something with like really low cooldowns so that it doesn't care about the Veronica as much, and you can just ban the last pick. Right now, you know, KELIANBAO might be picking some sort of immunity. Actually, maybe not, since Rakan does have the strip.
See what this last pick from KELIANBAO is going to be. He has a lot of things he could be bringing in here. And Amduat's going to make his way back into the draft as well. That's so crazy to see KELIANBAO with just like everything that he has and how aggressive he can be, that he's like opting to go for Amduat in these drafts.
Yeah, this is very like out of character for KELIANBAO. Like Pooh has his definitely KELIANBAO out of his comfort zone here. Like I don't know if I've ever seen KELIANBAO pick a Leo on the ladder. Like this is just unheard of.
Yeah, I feel like this is where like tournament play is just it's coming in, where you're throwing these curveballs at your opponent. We're gonna see the Rakan. The Rakan's going through. Is it a vampire Rakan? Is it what we was being showcased by Chromie, or is it gonna be a straight up Leo counter?
Yeah, and it is. The Leo is also getting let through, so I guess we won't be seeing the speed of that Rakan, but we'll probably see how much damage it dishes out here, and I suppose the turnover as well. KELIANBAO taking the turn 1 here and is in a little bit of control to start off the game.
Yeah, he was able to get a full reset there on Pooh's team here with a little bit of damage, or I guess where he's going to focus his damage at the moment is going to be on the Gio, but a nice spare stun is going to be landing on top of the Oliver with slows across the board.
Yeah, the interesting, you know, like Amdu, as good of a pairing as is with the Leo of all that pushback and, you know, gaining the attack bar, the slow actually doesn't do anything. Since there's the Leo on the board, the slow just, you know, is completely ineffective.
No, yes, very, very true here. All skills available here, but we do have the... What? We do have suppression on the Water Twin Angels, and he is just going for it.
I do like that play, you know, that there are defense broken. Leo would likely just one-shot it either way, so just getting some value out of the Twin Angels while you can. Something to note is that the Rakan did not leech life, I'm quite certain, so we're probably looking at a violent Rakan here.
Yeah, if it's a violent Rakan, it can't be that fast, so it probably is going to be a Leo counter Rakan here.
Yeah, that is what I would expect here, but I also don't think it's enough to counter the Leo here, you know? Like there are, well, maybe the Leo, but there are other units alongside the Leo that, you know, Veronica reset turn 1 and now Amduat's controlling it here pretty well, so Rakan has not been able to get online yet.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the Veronica turn 1 is kind of what really shut down this Rakan working in the first place. Like, just not getting those skills up immediately was a bit troublesome for him. But he's able to get his collapse online, so he's got attack buff immunity. It's now back in here. He needs to land the provokes on top of the Veronica, and he does get it though.
Ooh, that Amder just 1 HP, but we saw the damage on the Rakan. That was 17,000. If I recall, Kuromi's Rakan was doing about 5,000 with each collapse, so that is a massive difference in damage, and I believe it is a Leo counter after all.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. When you have a Leo counter, you're able to just really pile in the stats on them. So getting a crit damage build, a violent crit damage build on a Rakan where you don't require speed on that unit at all now, it's so easy to get a ton of damage on them and get more value on the unit.
Yeah, interesting to see that Vampire Rakan. Oh my god, it's the violent Rakan. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Jenga! It finally happens. We get it, but he does pop the Leo, so you get to see this.
It's over.
What? It's so over. That is crazy. What a wild match for Pooh there. That was amazing. I wish we could have heard the crowd, because I bet that crowd was freaking out after you see all those collapse go down.
Yeah, I heard the crowd slightly. It was that loud that we even heard it all the way here in California. But yeah, like that Rakan, like it definitely turned it up. I was about to say, like that Rakan probably would have made it out if it wasn't Vampire for all those revenges, but never mind. It didn't need that healing. Maybe it was even Rage, because I didn't see a violent proc. Like that Rakan was doing so much damage and just deleted those units off the side of KELIANBAO.
That was amazing to see that. So awesome to see that. It works. Thompson, I'm pointing at you right now because he tells me not to draft my 0-speed Rakan. That's what I wanted to do. I want to have moments like that.
Yeah, that was incredible showing. You know, today has been maybe the day of Rakan. Like, Pooh has been drafting, it's been banned out. Kuromi drafted it to mixed success, but Pooh's Rakan definitely turned it up there. And we're heading to game 4 with the pre-bans coming out here shortly.
Yep, so there it is. We have the Berghild, we have the Gianna. They are available to be drafted here. Let's see what the pre-bans are going to be.
Yeah, players really taking their time again. I think it is Pooh once again really contemplating what he wants to pre-ban here. You know, KELIANBAO does, as we all know, have a very, very wide monster box and a lot of tools in his arsenal. So very, you know, influential ban here.
Yep, taking up the time. There it is. Gianna and Tianlei making their way into the pre-ban this time.
Yeah, choosing to respect the Gianna now. You know, I guess it did provide him with quite a bit of problems, and now just choosing to deal with that right in the pre-ban.
What the first pick for KELIANBAO is, because it's no longer going to be Gianna here.
Yeah, interesting to see. I don't think KELIANBAO favors the Water Toon Angels either. He plays more with the Chandra, Berghild, Uldong, right? But looking to go for the CR first pick here.
I know, what a change of pace there, based off of like those previous matches, all those light units, and now they're all taking a back seat just because we're going up against Pooh. It's changed completely.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying too. I feel like Pooh definitely has KELIANBAO on the back foot here. You know, KELIANBAO is out of his comfort zone. We see him drafting the ladder like very comfortably, just Chandra, Berghild, Uldong most of the time, and just absolutely wipe people out. But probably giving that respect to Pooh's runes, you know, he obviously has some amazing runes, you know, and a phenomenal player at that, being rank 1 currently and everything.
Yeah, so the Veronica's making its way back into the draft here with the Berghild here too. These are 2 high-tier LD Nat 5s being drafted by KELIANBAO. Let's see what Pooh's going to do here and how he's going to respond. And it looks like Oliver, potentially Miles once again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Miles, you know. KELIANBAO is fighting a little bit turn 1 here, so Pooh has been historically just fighting back on the turn 1. Opting to go for a Smicer now, and KELIANBAO quickly picking up a slower draft here now in the Juno and the Eleanor.
Yep, there's Juno, Eleanor. We have seen the Eleanor before. It was being paired up with the Gildong, or Gildong? Is that what? The light Dokebi Lord.
Yep. Yeah, but those are being drafted, and now Pooh rounding up his draft with that Miles, you know. I guess he saved the Miles for later. This time did not get Leo'd. is probably the case here. 'Cause I guess that Leo has been definitely a thorn in his side until the Rakan came and saved the day.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what why that Miles is there. He didn't want to have to deal with the Leo here, so I think that was a smart way to go about it, because I do think Miles is a very good unit going into what KELIANBAO has for a draft at the moment.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And bans are coming out here shortly. I'm not sure who would be banning in this situation. Maybe the Oliver and... Yeah, okay, no, it's just a Miles and a Sierra ban here.
Yep, so the lack of immunity, we had to get rid of that CR there. Miles going to be catching that ban. 33 speed lead for Pooh, and a 24 crit rate lead. Is there no other leader skill out of those units?
Yeah, I believe there are no other leader skills out of those units that are relevant here. So crit rate leader skill it is, and Pooh takes a turn 1 with that very fast Water Twin Angels.
Yeah, but no defense break is going to be landing on top of the Veronica. We've got that big strip, and you know, we've got no skills available on our Veronica.
Yeah, this is looking very good for KELIANBAO. You know, get these slower turn 2 units here in the Eleanor and the Juno. These are definitely going to be extremely difficult for Pooh to kill, especially with how his Miles here and losing a lot of the damage.
Yeah, looking to set up a stun here, potentially not getting anything here. We've got Juno looking to land a Despair stun, not getting anything as well.
Yeah, but look at that additional damage coming out of that Juno. 2.7k a hit. Like, that is some incredible artifacts coming out of this Juno.
Yeah, that is some power. He really wants to do that into a defense break, though, which is what he's been trying to land here with this Berghild.
Yeah, not having any luck with that, but, you know, Smicer looking to get some things done, does land the bomb, gets a strip on the Eleanor as well, most likely going to be transforming back into the pony form here, trying to get that violent proc and back into the cleanse here.
Yep, exactly that. So he's going to try and go for a stun on Okeanos, not receiving that stun here, finally landing that defense break, so he might be able to shake, he's not going to shake the defense break. I thought he was potentially going to pass it, but he goes for the Rain of Stones and doesn't get any value out of it, though.
Yeah, going for the Rain of Stones when, you know, only being able to stun the Eleanor, I guess there's some value there, but unfortunately does not get that either. And this Micer, however, with these violent procs, getting that healing, the Okeanos is staying healthy.
Yeah, it is. So there's all that damage. Okeanos got healed to full, but now Okeanos got almost a quarter knocked off from there.
Yeah, you know, the Berghild does drop here as well, so no more defense break coming from the side of KELIANBAO here. And the Smicer might just have enough heals to make it through here.
Ooh, Pooh's getting some nice additional turns here with this Okeanos, getting some big value here. It's not looking good at all for KELIANBAO, who is at match point here, going up against the crowd favorite, or the predicted favorite, KELIANBAO.
Yeah, this is just phenomenal gameplay from Pooh. You know, he's putting out an absolute masterclass here. You know, just taking out these units, and yeah, just such a dominant showing.
Yep, there's a little bit more damage coming towards the Veronica. I'm not too sure what KELIANBAO's got to do right now, because I feel like dropping units needs to happen. That Okeanos has got to be the start of that, so he's not able to get that kill there. And we've got more turns coming from this Smicer. Smicer with more additional turns as well. So much sustain coming out for the Okeanos.
Yeah, these Smicer procs are really not helping KELIANBAO's cause here, you know, getting all those healing. And I guess in the end, KELIANBAO's draft was just a bit too split, you know, having that turn 1 threat with the Veronica Berghild, but then not really having the sufficient speed leads to back it up, and getting outsped, and you know, those units get picked up rather easily here. And then this slower turn 2 in the Juno and the Eleanor just doesn't have enough punch to get through the healing that Smicer and the Water Twin Angels provide.
I know the Water Twin Angels providing so much value for Pooh's draft there. He's able to take advantage of all of those windows here when he's able to bring something like that unit here. So Juno's finally dropping an Okeanos. I'm not going to say it's over yet, but we've got an Oliver who's able to manipulate this Eleanor and stopping it from getting all of that turned and immunity and protecting itself from this Smicer and the Oliver. But Water Twin Angels, you're going to get a ton of value. He's pushing up his team. It feels like Smicer's super, super fast when Water Twin Angels is able to boost up that Smicer so much.
Yeah, we saw this Water Toon Angel doing insane amounts of damage too, so it might make quick work of this Juno. If the Juno is able to take out this Water Toon Angel, the Smicer is going to keep healing you with those silences and giving the speed buff. But man, that damage coming out of the Oliver too, and I don't think this Juno is long for this world.
Oh man, no, not at all. It's a nice Despair Stun, really good damage on the Water Twins, but look at these first skills, the healing, a nice little revenge, but no Despair Stun. He's going to be manipulating the attack bar. He's going to try and Despair Stun it. He doesn't Despair Stun it. The sustain comes out, and there you have it. He's waiting, he's celebrating right now. Who getting that round 4 victory over KELIANBAO.